Hello, guys and gals, me Mutahara, and welcome to another lovely Sunday. This is Dank Web Browsing Week. You know what it is. It's the week where we take a look at the random side of things. With a certain douchebag living in my residence, driving past at fucking a speed that he should not be, we're gonna hit today and see what our very first website is. Ooh, photographer hitman. Oh boy. Oh my. All right. So we've got information, contacts, and everything, which I've opened up the pages to. It just literally plasters this like red text over. So let's go look at some of these photos real quick. We got a photo of a person looking at a photograph of what appears to be a younger woman. We've got camera lenses. That's great. We've got a photographer taking a photo with a nice DSLR. We've got packages of we've got DSLR lenses, cameras, all you want to call it. And then we've got one boy and girl. Look, these are all Shutterstock images, homie. Okay, don't act like this is real. This is all Shutterstock stuff, bro. It has been said that several operations have been completed and have not been documented. It is likely not fully completed. My work is based on taking pictures of each process, as I do to make sure that the task is done, where I took pictures of the victim before and after the process of several angles to show the smallest deaths. So what, he's like a hitman that kills people but takes like a fucking documentary piece every time he kills somebody? All right. In addition, the famous offense is one of my most important tasks. I have more than 50 successful operations in my bag. Since I have more than 20 years in this field, the error is forbidden. Confidentiality and accuracy are the most important factors to help complete the process. The equipment I use is one of the latest inventions. All right. That's great, first of all, especially when all of these are Shutterstock images. All right, it sounds like I'm against people who use Shutterstock images, but not really. I'm just saying the actual footage we're getting over here is pretty Shutterstocky. But that being said, let's go scroll down. So you've got a male over here, photo shooter. I don't know if you actually kill, like, what's going on. Let's go show all real quick. And oh my. Oh my, indeed. There are photos of people being ripped in fucking half right now. My lord. This dude's organs are showing. We've got what appears to be a row of bodies. All right. Now, by the way, obviously I have it censored. You think YouTube is going to allow you to see fucking dead people? All right, get out of here. It's run by a nunnery. If it has a boobie, I'm fucked. If it's a body ripped in half, I'm even more fucked. I'm screwed regardless. Let's go around. So we've got licenses. I guess that's okay. There's nothing. Is that dead? I'm not sure. But then we've got fucking Shutterstock images up the ass. So you've got an image of a Capcan cosplayer just throwing fucking $500 up in the air. That's great. You've got is that Onishi on it? What the hell, dude? It's like somebody pointing the camera at you, okay? And then we've got somebody looking at an old photo of a woman that is from the olden days, if you know what I mean. Yeah, this I mean it's like, I'll give it points, it's not your standard Hitman website, the same fucking WordPress default that we've seen over and over again, but hey, it's a photographer hitman. Like, are you actually killing people, or are you just taking photos of people dying? There's sites for you, man. It's called fucking Best Gore, or like fucking, what is it? Live Leak, Ogreish, whatever the hell it is, man. I mean, God, I know a lot of shock sites. I'm a messed up individual. But you know what isn't a messed up individual? Is me. The person taking photographs of dead people with the latest inventions is the next website. I don't like maggots, dude. I really don't. But this is a maggot story. Now, this is from 2009. Sunday! Oh, boy, it's synergizing. Maggot story. Here's my maggot story, the one I didn't lose. Anyways, I wrote this about 2 weeks after my first experience with maggots, about 5 years ago. I didn't realize people would ask me to repost it so soon. Here you go, enjoy. All right, dude. Sunday was warm and sunny, just how I always fantasized it would be when I finally went through with it. I started walking to the dumpster again, I think about 2 p.m., and I was really excited and nervous. I felt butterflies in my tummy, just anticipated what I was about to do. The dumpster is an alleyway behind a restaurant near my house. It gets emptied on Tuesday, so by Sunday it's pretty stinky and there are flies buzzing around, which means there are things rotting inside, and that's just perfect for me. Ugh. A few times in the past, I climbed into the dumpster and masturbated. Okay, Alright, I'm glad I didn't drink while I was reading that. Nothing too intense. Most I've ever done was take off my pants and hump again. Oh! Oh, dude! Dude, I just picture somebody fucking a garbage bag. And one time I laid there with my legs spread, watching the flies land on me with a fucking fruit fly gangbang now. So anyways, I walked down the alleyways to the dumpster, and as usual, I made sure nobody was around just to be extra careful. You have to go behind a tall wooden fence to even see the dumpster, and the restaurant is closed on Sunday anyway, so I knew I wouldn't be noticed. But this time there was no way I wanted to be disturbed. I climbed up and over the side and onto my hands and knees into the mass of plastic garbage bags and other miscellaneous rubbish. The bags felt warm from the sun. The smell in there was extremely foul, much worse than usual, and I knew it was because of my rotting meat. You're rotting meat? Oh, she brought meat? What are you, pussy rotting, dude? I sat and tried to get myself to relax for a few minutes. There was no reason to hurry. When I was ready, I calmly took off my sandals, my jeans, and my panties, both pairs. I was wearing 2 pairs of tight panties with a bunch of my panty liners. What is this fucking... What is this? My immortal? Get down here! I took a pair of rubber kitchen gloves out of my pant pockets and put them on. There was no way I could bring myself to actually touch a maggot with my bare hands. Okay, so we have standards. Fucking them is okay, but touching them? No, that's where we draw the line, right? Lying with my back against the side of the dumpster, I fingered my pussy. I was really wet already. I knew I would be. The sensation of a rubber glove against my clit felt unusual, and I kind of liked it. I did that for a little while, just thinking about what I was gonna do. Okay, let's go down. Let's look at this shit. I got back on my hands and knees and crawled to the other side of the dumpster. I sat down next to my garbage bag, gently picked it up and placed it in front of me. The terrible smell was already stronger. Carefully, I tore. Oh, there had to be thousands of maggots. Please don't eat while you're watching this. Kind of beige yellow with little black spots on them, all writhing in a large mass. I couldn't even see the rotting meat underneath them. Dozens more maggots clung to the inside of the plastic bag. They were coated with a thick, light brown slime. It was such a repulsive sight, I thought I was going to throw up right there, but I didn't. I took a few minutes to control myself, fingering my clit while staring at the maggots, trying to work up the courage to continue. I scooped up some— Oh! Oh, you did not, you dirty skank! Brought it up to my nose. I knew it was through reading I'd done myself. It was digestive juices from the maggots, full of bacteria, and it smelled just horrible. I thought to myself, that's what I'm going to smell like. That's the stench that's going to come from my vagina. I want that, I thought, spreading my legs wide open. I dragged my slimy finger between my clit felt like a little hard pebble between the time. I didn't want to come right then, though. I was so right on the edge of gagging. Oh, me too. But I knew there was no turning back now, so I let my fingers lightly touch the top of the maggot mass. The maggots felt like nothing I'd experienced before. They seemed to have such energy, totally different from picking up an earthworm or something. They felt so alive. So you should break it apart. You see the meat had turned gray into the mass. It was solid meat beneath, gently breaking apart. You see the meat had turned gray. Okay, go more. What did you do? And more was coming. I broke off another small chunk of meat, along with another part of the maggot mass, and pushed it. Oh! Oh, she did! Oh, she put maggots inside her pussy! Oh! Ah, that's bad! This one had more maggots. I stopped for a moment. I wish I could. I wanted them all. I needed to take them all inside me. Oh, with that thought, I went sort of wild. I started pushing bigger chunks of meat and maggots and even handfuls of just maggots into me over and over again. I was practically hyperventilating too. I wasn't thinking at all about the noise. I could just imagine being the doctor. Emergency situation? What's happening with her? There's maggots inside her pussy. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't a doctor. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck? Walking down home from the alley, I felt like I was in a daze. I asked myself how I could have done this, but then asked why I waited so long. I had to walk slowly to make sure nothing got squeezed out of my vagina, but also to keep from coming again. I found myself amazed at the whole thing, that I'd stuffed the most intimate part of myself with these things that were too disgusting to even touch without gloves, and that I was totally getting off on it. Once I was home, I locked myself in my bedroom, took off my clothes except for my double panties, and got into bed. I closed my eyes and let myself feel the maggots squirming inside me. For a while I tried to watch TV, but I couldn't pay attention to it. The maggots were so wonderfully distracting. I skipped dinner. Later on, when I really had to pee, I did by taking down my panties and holding my hand over my crotch, wearing the rubber gloves, of course. The next morning, I called off work. You had them in the hold— Ah! Oh, you called off work, mainly naked in bed all day, masturbating, barely getting up for anything. I wanted to do nothing but let my nauseating little babies grow inside my pussy. Pretty early, though, I realized the smell was getting pretty bad. I opened the window. I also wet a bath towel and stuffed it under my bedroom door. I didn't want my parents to get suspicious. Yeah, why is Katie's room smelling like fucking maggots? All right, was she getting railed right now? What's going on, dude? A little later, I realized that I don't need any panties to hold the maggot and the meat inside me. The mass pretty much stayed in place as long as I laid kind of still. I thought, hey, that guess it means I'm infested, which made me come again. Oh my god. I heard my parents come home from work. During the evening, my mom said hello through the door and wondered why I was staying in my room like a hermit. I said I was reading a novel all the way through at once, which I actually do sometimes. She left me alone. I hope she didn't smell anything. I surfed the web for a while that night and looked at porn. I came a few more times. Okay, I was getting tired at this point. It was really time to sleep, and my vagina was throbbing and kind of sore from all the attention. But I was most worried about making sure my maggots could breathe while I was sleeping. Don't sleep with your fucking maggot-infested pussy! For the most part, I slept through the night, and I kept waking up sweating, my vagina throbbing worse. I knew it was getting a bad infection from this, but I don't care. Yeah, girl, it's dangerous. Finally, it was Tuesday morning and sunlight made me wake up. I knew I was really, really sick at that point. I felt weak and dizzy. I knew I had a fever. I know my whole lower belly was sore and throbbing. Despite all that, I was still horny and I was still right on the edge of coming. Okay, alright. I pulled the blankets aside, see that I have maggots crawling all over my body. I was so whacked out, I loved it. But I saw that I had a rash over my tummy. I was soaked with sweat, and then suddenly I needed to see what it looked like between my legs. My pussy was totally gape wide open. I'd never seen anything like it. It reminded me of a mouth to a sick, gagging expression. Then I saw my fingers on my pussy, plunged deep into my vagina, dragged out a wad of slime. Oh, so she had an orgasm, passed out, and that's all I remember until I woke up at the hospital. Wow, that was fucking nasty. I cannot believe I read the story of a fucking woman that put maggots in her pussy. You're actually fucking kidding with me right the fuck now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the grossest shit that I've ever read. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it's a true story, okay? First of all, if it is a true story, okay, women, all right, Jesus Christ, you do not need to put maggots in your pussy to get off, alright? It's fucking gross, dude. It's nasty. You know how many diseases you can catch from that shit? You woke up in the hospital. I'm surprised she's even fucking alive with rotting meat and fucking maggots in her vagina. I don't even think this woman could reproduce anymore, dude. Those maggots probably did some work down there, let me tell you. I think I spent way too much time on a maggot vagina. I got really into that story, but this is deep web browsing, not fucking what not to do with your pussy to do. You know what I mean? Let's back out and go somewhere kosher. Whew, not too often that your boy gets a video game. Worlds.com, Worlds Player. Download Worlds Player by clicking on the download link below. You can minimize the download window and work on other applications while the download progresses. The taskbar icon will flash when the download is complete. Oh yeah, because is that even possible to download? You're fucking kidding with me. Oh my god, it is! I'm not even going to save it on this Linux machine. The installer features all features and does not require a Java virtual machine. Thank God. Important. After you install Worlds Player, you can download many other virtual worlds simply located on the map in the lower right corner of the Worlds Player interface. Click on a world you would like to visit, and if you don't already have it, you'll be given the option to download it for free! For free! Okay, let's read the system requirements. Could I run this, dude? The minimum configuration is a 90 megahertz or faster processor with a whole 32 megs of memory? You're fucking... Look at this world graphic. Are you out of your mind? The recommended platform is a Pentium class processor, 133 megahertz or faster, with 48 megabytes of memory. What do you think? I'm made of memory here, dude? I don't think my potato could run this, boys. Around Windows 95, 98, 2000, or NT. 80 megs of free hard drive space. Active internet connection. Oh man, this is the original online only. I mean, it's an MMO. What do you expect, right? So, choose your planet, choose your face, unfasten your seatbelt. That is like unfasten your belt, dude. Like, what am I gonna fucking just get my dick out and start going? You can be a real person. So you can be this monstrosity or this anorexic chick. You could be a fucking penguin, a monster, oh boy, a kangaroo, or a clown. Yeah, you want me to roll around with fucking John Wayne Gacy 69, dude? Choose from over 100 different humans, animals, characters, and strange creatures. You know, people are just fucking having internet chat sex over this. You can then walk around the world, explore the different worlds, see, chat, and interact with people, send emails, animate yourself, and shop the store all in 3D. Here's a small sample of the hundreds of 3D worlds you can explore. So you can go to Bowie World. What is this? David Bowie World? New York Yankees World. Oh my. Hanson World. Okay. Sky World. Oh man. Animal House. The Fun House. Who wants to play fucking VR chat when you got this? List of basic features. A huge selection of avatars. Many humans, human-like, and animals. Text chat with whisper and mute. Numerous viewpoints that you can control. The camera that follows your avatar can be set in first or third person and in different positions. Discussion groups you can join with a click of a button. Free anonymous email, by the way, because I totally trust that not to farm my data. Get easily acquainted by other users by viewing the personal info they chose to share. Keep track of your world, friends, with your friends list. You'll also know when your friends are online. Teleport instantly to new locations via the map. Listen to music within worlds. World is constantly evolving. Is it even still active, though? Because I don't think it's still active. Like, the site is still active. This is, like, the weirdest shit I have ever seen. You go to, like, the related sites, and they've got other sites by worlds.com members. So they've got Love at First Type and Online Romance. You're kidding with me. This is a romantic tale you've got. Addie's page, Brian's World, Nettie's page, Star's Little Black Book, 3D chat from www.worlds.com. This can't be a real situation. Like, I'll click on World Store. If they have anything kicking in, that would be cool. But they've got a download of it. Like, you can download the game. They have a help page right here real quick. I'm not seeing any 2007 worlds.com. It can't be active, man. It's 2007. Like, About Us. Do they have anything over here? Worlds.com is a leader and pioneer in the development and delivery of three-dimensional content and technology on the internet. Through the creation of 3D internet sites, World's primary objective is to create an online community. Okay. Putting the user in the internet rather than on the internet. It's still not active. I mean, I guess it would be active. Would it? Can you download the server somewhere? This can't be active. I have to see if it's even active. If it's active, I'll definitely... Like, server is not found for any of the partner sites or anything else. Hold on a second. Okay, I think it does, actually. So you've got a YouTube channel over here, Really Weird Games, that actually says how to play Worlds in 2018. So, you know what? I might actually fucking do it, ladies and gentlemen. We might actually play Worlds, dude. This looks kind of cool. We might actually hit it up, man. This game looks like a ball in time. So, as Worlds.com is definitely confirmed for the roster, let's back out and go somewhere else. So this is an interesting website. This is called Nested, which is basically a website for exploring the fucking universe, had it actually been just a bullet point. So here we have the universe, and here we have galactic superclusters, and it almost feels like I've shown this. So here we got a website that I feel like I've shown to some of you guys, I'm not sure, but it's called Nested, which is a site that basically allows you to explore the entire universe as if it was just a set of bullet points or like a set of folders. So here we've got the universe, and inside the universe, we have galactic superclusters. So I think we're going to click on this one in the middle, and we have what appears to be multiple galaxies. So let's go ahead and add a galaxy there. And we've got a galactic center and an arm. So let's open the arms, and in the arms we have star systems and nebulas. Well, let's go to the galactic center, dude. All right, in the galactic center, we have... Actually, no. Would we be in the center, or would we be in the arm? I'm going to say let's be in one of the arms. Star systems, star systems, star systems, nebulas, a glowing interstellar cloud. Let's see the black hole. Inside the black hole, white hole, and then another universe. Oh, wait, is that how it works? I guess, I mean, we've never really seen through a black hole, so I guess that's like what the theoretical thought is. Let's close up the black hole. I'm going to be in a repeating situation if I do that. Let's open up a star system. Twisted Star, Telluric Planet, Asteroid Belt. Let's open up the Telluric Planet. Continent of Amafrica, Antania, Eurica, Oceania, Ammonia. You're kidding with me. Ocean? Life? Orca, eel, anchovy? You're kidding with me. It doesn't go that far, okay? What the fuck? Antania, let's go there. Country of Inse, Porzil, Austratia, Large Sea. Let's go to Australia. More desert, cliff, bluff. Let's go to the desert, sure. Life? Zebra, yak, jackal, prairie dog, badger, civet, vole. They're actual animals, Jesus Christ. Let's go to, like, grasslands? No. West Scorched Region. Capital City Village? Let's go to Capital City. Great Keep, the Old Tower Police Station. Let's go to the police station. Scott Mitchell, police officer. This goes deep. Let's go over here. Body, head, mouth, teeth, calcium, proton, of quark, Kubel, metaverse, universe, galactic, super. What? I can go into the dude's tooth and find another galactic. No, let's go to psyche. Thoughts. It's a sunny day out. I love my family. Know what I need? I'll tell you. A cooler job. Marriage isn't as bad as they make it out to be. Memories. Playing baseball with my uncle. Playing video games with my sister. That one unforgettable party. Clothing. Sunglasses, Bermuda short, hoodie, socks, hoodie, pocket, dust, molecules, atoms, proton, up quark, Kubel, bubbleverse, universe. What the hell? Is dust has another universe in it? You're kidding with me. If I go into the dust of our police officer's pocket, go to another galaxy, an arm, a star system, a fucking random planet, no, that's not even a living planet. Continent, barren land, no. Hilly land, no. Shallow, where's another city? Where's another city, dude? No, I can't go to that continent. There's no there. Continent of Antide, Linstan, East Foggy Nation, city, residential area, gloomy brick house. No, not gloomy brick house. A cozy house, living room, Robert Miller, psyche, thoughts. You know what'd be awesome? A new TV. I'm pretty confident. Ooh, my parents used to watch that show. What is this? It's like an infinitely created, like, how much can this go? What is this? Binax computer? Electronics? Microchip? Metagismo? Plastic? Polymers? Carbon? Proton? Upquark? Quibble? Quantiverse? Universe? Galactic? Dude, it just keeps going on. Okay, so I think what this is like, if you ever looked at, like, theoretical physics, for instance, like, theoretical, like, it's called fringe science, because I believe the way that it works, and my dad's brother, he's actually a theoretical physicist himself. I haven't asked him this one, but he knows things like string theory and all that crazy stuff. The way that I know about it is that fringe science is science that has merit to it. It's just we've never proved it. So that's kind of where we're at. And I think the logic over here is that every atom inside it has the ability to possess, what, like another universe or some shit? And you know, you keep looking into things, and it just keeps going on an infinite fucking loop. So I think that's kind of where we're at with the situation. I'm not entirely sure, but like, my God, this week in Deep Web has been weird as fuck. We've went metaphysical, we've went creepypasta, we've went gaming. Where haven't we gone? I'm pretty sure if I dug enough into this, it might say, Mutaharanas recording a Deep Web video. Oh, there's a bit of dust on my arm. Guess what? There's another Muta within the dust. That's crazy, dude. I'm gonna get thinking into like crazy Death Stranding theories if I look too much into this. But you know what, man? If you ever wanted to explore every aspect of the fucking universe, down to like the protons for everything, this is your site, dude. This is your site. And yeah, there are some situations where like it definitely is repeating itself through a obvious bit of code that's written in. But it's still interesting to see, man. It really is. That being said, I'm gonna back out and go somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a Dank Web video of the week, exactly 1 minute in length. You know when something exactly 1 minute in length, it means absolutely nothing to me, because we're right on the average. But you know what? Looking at the very first like fucking frame of this, I can almost tell that we have a little art project, ladies and gentlemen. So let's hit play, stop stalling, and go right into the meat and potatoes of this lovely video. I like that. Okay, flicker me daddy. Okay, so we were lighting candles, I see. So it's giving me the Deep Web vlog feel, let me tell you. Light up the candles, buddy. You can do this. This is actually really good quality. I mean, yeah, I'm seeing the Minecraft pixelization, but it's really good quality from what I'm seeing over here. Whoa, is that a fucking... Did he just like... What the fuck? Was that a gun or something? I can't see exactly. This is like weird, dude. I don't want to see this like properly. Knife around. And then kitchen table, zoom in. And what are we doing? We had text written over that. I want to remember that timestamp. Is there blood somewhere here? We're putting tablets on the ground here? Tablets on the table, okay. This one like super, that's teeth, dude. Okay, I think we had quite possibly one of my favorite little deep web art projects kick in, ladies and gentlemen. That was legitimately interesting. I mean, I kind of mean to the first 20 seconds, but it made up for it. So essentially, one of the most annoying things over here is the flickering, but what we've got over here is a shot of what appears to be just your average suburb. And as you go through it, it like zooms around. So like right over here, it gives me these like weird, uh, almost this deep web vlog feel that I really kind of enjoy. And the more and more we go into it, and whoa, my keyboard mouse totally DC'd there. That was fucking weird. The more and more we go into it, there's like one little thing going around. Let me just listen to this one real quick. Hold on. Okay, no, that was like a key or something. So they were taking out something from there. And at some point, there's some text that pops up here. So I'm actually going to try and see what we've got going on. So right here... Oh, wait, can I not skip anything? Yeah, there's like right there. Hold on. Let me try to see if I can dig it out. Right here. There we go. See? Muda did it. E-R-I. So you've got like text tossed in over there for some odd reason. And you've got this like static that's playing. And one thing I gotta say is this is clearly filmed. Like all of this is like obviously edited, and like it's like they recorded the video, they went into the editing software, and per frame they took out something or replaced it with a black clip. Because like this is very reminiscent of say like an improper shutter speed or something of the sort, capturing like if you have if you have a phone capable of like super slow motion, you can actually see it right now. If you start recording real quick and take video, you'll actually be able to see refresh patterns, like vertical refresh going around, especially in dimly lit conditions. So like if you have a dimly lit condition and you have a camera recording at a really high like refresh rate, that's because, you know, it's just, you're able to capture, like you're able to see sort of the vertical sync that's happening in place, like you're able to see it happening. So it's an interesting thing to try out if you have the time. Set up slow motion on your camera and just put it into a dimly lit room and you can see the same exact flickering occurring. Not to this extent though. This is clearly like cut out of the video. Like they went into the editing software and started like fucking just turning the brightness down, or like absolutely injecting it with like black frame at some point. Probably turning on the brightness, as you can see over here. But what is the message ultimately, right? We have somebody who looks over to the over on their like suburb, lighting up candles, and you're over here. The music is obviously edited, and it's like edgy music, dropping stuff and putting a knife up to paper over there, and then finally setting up what appears to be some kind of a fucking ritual, like with teeth or something. So this is clearly a ritual taking place. What is it a ritual of? That we don't know. But I will say it's far better than half of the deep web art projects we've seen. So, you know, kudos to the person that made it. I can't confirm a name, but if you exist and you want yourself named, let me know and I'll make it happen, dude. But this is an interesting Dank Web video, dude. I would love to see its continuation at some point later. But that being said, let's go somewhere else. Saya and Underworld, abandon all sleep, ye who enter here, bizarre and dark tales from Japan. Ooh, like creepy pastas. All right, dude, let's read some of these. Let's blam that bitch up real quick. So we've got stories from Japan. Now it's apparently 27th February 2019, which means it's pretty fucking like active. Dumbfounding questions, long sleeves, dear my blog readers. Let's go read Kurukami-sama, which is from 7th December 2018. And over here you have a photo of a girl that's just standing out there. First of all, man, fucking Japanese, like, scary, spooky little girls that are, like, out there. Nah, dude, especially hair that long. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I see somebody like that on the streets of fucking Japan, I'm gonna run, okay? I'm just getting the fuck out of there. I don't care if it's like an actual girl that needs help at that point. Like, I'm not taking any chances, dude. I'm not getting possessed. I'm not getting my fucking, my body torn apart, dude. I've seen enough horror movies to not do that. What is Kurakami-sama? It is the name of a ritual as well as of a god. The ritual can be done when you have received unfair treatment such as bullying and power harassment from others. Oh, power harassment? You mean fucking, you mean the whole reason like fucking Japanese workplaces are cancer to work in? Okay. So what do? Pull a strand of your hair, holding the strand of your hair in your hand, intone the name of the person you want to get revenge on, and what deeds this person has done to you, and say, may my wrongs be avenged. Go up to a high place at the top of the building and say, Kurakami-sama, please avenge my wrongs, and let go of the strand of the hair. Make sure you tell no one about the ritual. Okay, so this is like the ritual of it. There was once a girl called Kay who was being bullied at school. As soon as she performed the ritual, those who were bullying her met with misfortunes one by one. Some had their families broken up, some fell victims to incurable diseases, and others suffered severe mental breakdown. The bullying to her stopped, but one day, Kei came across another bullying done to another girl. She taught the girl about Kurokami-sama ritual, and right after that, the fortunes of Kei's bullies gradually began to rise. And instead, Kei's fortune quickly declined. Kei eventually disappeared, and no one knows where she is now. So what is it, like a fucking, it just passes to other people? That's interesting actually. When is Kurokami-sama active? It is said that Kurokami-sama begins to be active around 2 after midnight to fulfill the wish of those who seek the god's help. That's awfully close to like witching hour, which is 3 a.m. if I'm not mistaken. Kurokami-sama appears in the form of something that is completely covered by hair. If a good person happens to encounter Kurokami-sama, it will bring luck to the person. But if a bad person encounters Kurokami-sama, it will bring misfortune to the person. There's been sporadic reports of sightings of Kurokami-sama in Kanto region. Okay, alright, so it's a Tokyo-based story, and as you can see, the site's actually pretty fucking active, I gotta say. So it's kind of like reading Japanese creepypasta to an extent, so interesting. If you ever wanted to get, like, you know, the ideas of Japanese horror stories, you absolutely could. Emergency Shelter, these are translated by Saya, Yokai or Ghost, a creepy woman appears in Hokkaido, Japan. So let's go read this real quickly. Okay, it actually has a video attached to it too. Interesting indeed. So let me actually go look through other stuff. Emergency Shelter. So you've got an actual story over here. A certain countryside region was hit by an earthquake. I headed to the nearest elementary school building, which was a designated emergency shelter, and decided to spend a night in there. But as turned out, it was too crowded and therefore too noisy and too warm. When I went outside to get some fresh air, I noticed that there was another building with the lights out of the same premises. I walked over to it and went inside. It was cool, quiet, and a lot of people were lying down on the floor. I felt so lucky to have found the place and lay down on the same way as the others go to sleep. But after a while, I realized there was something wrong with the place. It was far too quiet. I dashed out of the building. What? It's kind of like we're missing a fucking middle section, just saying. There's another creepy location, Natsuke Peninsula, Hokkaido. Hokkaido in Japan is Japan's longest sand spit. Okay, so that's Natsuke Peninsula. Extending for 26 kilometers in length, withered pine trees stand all around the wetlands, giving the landscape a bleak and otherworldly appearance. But it is rumored that on a foggy day, the place truly becomes a gateway of another world. On such a day, people are warned not to walk towards the direction from which the sound of bells come. Or not to follow after a little girl wearing red dresses. Yeah, little girls wearing red dresses. You don't fucking do that, dude. You just stay away. I'm just saying. So that's over there on Hokkaido. And that's actually really pretty from the satellite view. That's Natsuke Peninsula, Mirror Lake Sea at Natsuke Peninsula, Todawara Promenade. More pictures. Okay, the end of the world. That's actually really interesting and cool. Again, when places like these are super foggy, like I actually do really like that a lot. That's like my favorite weather pattern. Like if you ever go down to Pennsylvania or something in the States, right? Like where it's kind of woodlandy, you know, it's upstate New York and it's foggy. It's so fucking beautiful. Like to some people it's bleak, but to me it's like, it's really calming. So here it is, Yokai or Ghost. A creepy woman appears in Hokkaido, Japan. A creepy woman appears in Sapporo, Hokkaido, who stands in the middle of a pedestrian crossing and keeps staring ahead even after traffic lights have changed. And this woman just keeps staring in the video? Jesus Christ. They've got a translation over here of pretty much everything that goes on. And that's really it. Oh, wow, that's weird. Lady just staring at you. That's not cool, dude. I'm sorry. That's freaky as shit. Some of these seem to be a little faked though. But yeah, you've got one person staring out, creepy, but I'm going to go with performance artist. I will not rule out a Tanuki playing with us. So essentially what's going on over here is like this lady in Hokkaido is just like watching you. Like she's just like staring you down as you drive. That's fucking weird, dude. I'm sorry. Get out of here, lady. No, don't do that. How to go to another world. Okay, so this is another world ritual. All right, let's read this last ritual before we go off, right? Anonymous, how do you do it? The ritual is recommended for people who are fed up with their lives and want more excitement in it. We'll write a hexagram as large as possible on a paper measuring 5 to 5 centimeters and write fed up. Akita in Japanese. Inside the hexagram, it will be more effective if you write it in red ink. When you finish writing, you'll go to sleep holding the paper in your hand or with the paper under your pillow. Next day, if you wake up and the paper is gone and you feel a difference in the air or something out of the ordinary happens to you, then you know you've been successful. The reason the paper disappears is not because you've lost it, but you've changed places with yourself in another world. Can anyone here try this? I'm too scared to try it myself. That's really fucking cool. It's kind of almost like what I expect a Persona transition to be. If you ever played the Persona JRPG series, there's like a transition that occurs, right? So with Persona 3, you go into like the dark hour, like an hour between an hour that's hidden in the world, and you go to, in Persona 4, you go to the TV and you enter the TV world. In Persona 5, it's fuck, I played that game numerous times. Yeah, you go into the world of mementos, or you go into like the hearts of people, whatever. It almost feels kind of like that. But yeah, if you did this ritual and you like fell asleep and wake up and the paper's not there, I mean, I mean, I mean, that's scary, though. Imagine being woken up in another world that you don't totally recognize, and things are so similar until you get too deep into it, and things are like completely off the walls different. That would be an interesting situation. So, you know what? I think I spent a little bit too much time on this website. It's basically just constant Japanese creepypastas. So, Dolls, Bizarre Cult Game, Osamu Sato's Eastern Mind, which I have played. That's a video game that Mood has touched. Big Tarako Kewpie is watching you. Yeah, so if you ever wanted like proper Japanese creepypastas curated by an actual Japanese person, Saya Yomino, then this is the website for you, man. That's all I'm going to say, dude, right there. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to back out and go somewhere else. And ladies and gentlemen, that was another episode of Deep Web Browsing, Dark Web Browsing, Dank Web Browsing, the part of the week where we sit down and take a look at that danker side of the internet. So this week we've seen an interesting video game, creepypastas, an amazing deep web art project in comparison to a lot of the other stuff we've seen, and a story that has left me still to this moment gagging. So it's been an interesting, awkward, weird, lovely deep web episode. You know, sometimes we get pretty thematic, but this time, I don't know what the theme is, but I think a lot of the theme is pretty reminiscent of all the different pillars I do on this channel. That being said, though, if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. I've kept you here long enough, ladies and gentlemen. Take care, and I am